Welcome to another random ass episode of Shocking Hot Toy Reviews. 2, sometimes 3, 4, 5 idiots. Camera and review. Tonight we're reviewing whatever the fuck this is, which is JoyToy's Warhammer 40K Astra Militarium 55th Capric Eagles Tempestus Scions Tempestor.
Of course, yeah. Okay.
Rolls right off the tongue.
It's easy to pronounce and say. What did you do?
I don't know. So, JoyToy's been making Warhammer 40K super amazing, detailed, heavily articulated and painted and sculpted for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah. For a minute.
And I love the look of them. I think they look great. There is only one Warhammer character that I like that nobody else even remembers, Corvus the Redeemer, and I want to figure that guy. I'll never get that. That's fine. Anyway, some guy named Berg has been carrying these figures for his store because one guy, or a couple guys I should say, were buying them. And they said, oh, we'll buy all of them. We love them. They're great. And those guys have since disappeared. This guy came in with a note saying, special order Berg. And I don't know why I put special order Berg, and feeling bad that I ordered a $40 import figure. I bought it so that I wouldn't have to look at it for the rest of my life at the store. He looks cool. He's basically a dark blue gold Rocketeer Army Nausicaa, Last Valley of the Wind.
See, that's what I was going to bring up. Did you buy this because it's reminiscent of Nausicaa?
Possibly.
Looks like a Mignola kind of character.
It's just.
Do you have other like 3 3/4?
He will fit in with nothing I have other than being that size. He doesn't. I don't have. Like, he could fight Judge Dredd, I guess.
Sure.
Or...
But thematically, you don't have anything...
No, remotely close.
Okay.
And I sure as hell didn't buy this guy in the hopes that they would eventually make Corvus the Redeemer in 10, 20 years. Mm-hmm. I had asked somebody, I think it was Yarmo, who responded saying, never.
Yeah.
In one of our videos. Oh, it was in the Figures I Want. The wish list. So anyway, I have this guy, and he is like
beautiful.
He's got soiled pants. He's got amazing detail in his boots. Like, look at that little skull. Everything is painted nice, well done. Like, this is gold paint. This isn't just like gold plat. Like, he has G.I. Joe classified Predator button gauntlet thing. Every little thing is painted. It's got these awesome neon dark green jelly bean colored eyes, and he's got another cool skull on his face. He does look like something out of Atomic Robo or Hellboy. So I'm not upset. I have no recollection of this guy, and when you look at all of them, they're all the same type of guy in different variations. So why I chose this one, no idea.
Okay.
And he has crazy articulation. He's got ball joint hips. He's got thighs, double joint knees, single jointed elbows that still get you past 90 degrees. He has a separate elbow pad. He doesn't get a lot of range, but he still does get some, even with these giant shoulder pads. They are also not attached, so you can maneuver them to get even more range. He's got a neck joint and tons of range. Hand swivel, he's got ball jointed. These are pegged on, and so they can swivel a little bit. Get out of the way. The only thing he can't really do is kick up because of his crotch design and piece. But he can still get in
same problem.
Convincing, yeah. So he can still get in decent running poses. So he's super articulated and look at, like, even these little dots are painted. It's crazy. And his joints are all nice and tight, nothing is loosey-goosey. Hi, toys. And he comes with stuff.
So we saw a plug on his back, which fits
Port.
this backpack, and just the amount of paint on this, I'm pretty sure there are entire Hasbro toys that have less paint than this.
I know there are.
Good God. That is a lot of sculpt and paint. Very solid, and it conforms to his back, so it's very snug. Looks awesome. But of course there's more. Makes him a little back heavy. Come on, ankles. There we go. Luckily, he comes with a stand if you do have any trouble getting him to stand on 2 feet. Chainsaw sword. Got one of the additional hands on there. He comes with 4 additional hands total. It's a different sculpt on the other side. Same level of paint and sculpted detail work. So the wrists are ball pegs. And honestly, when I took off the hand to swap, this blue strap also came off, and this entire forearm piece is also removable.
Dun dun dun. Customization. Ho!
Army building.
Yes.
Does he come with a gun?
He does go with a gun. Very Warhammer. I've got another trigger finger hand on this one.
Nice.
And he does come with a opposite hand gripping hand, so he can hold the barrel if you put it in his right hand.
This one is also a trigger finger. So I think he has left and right holding hands for the sword and left and right trigger fingers for the gun. Here's the barrel support. This is a smaller holding hand. There we go.
So now this configuration, out of all, like, anywhere you go to look at these guys, they have all these different pictures of what they can do. So this configuration is the closest to me going, maybe? Because that guy looks awesome. Because there's 2 other versions of this style of guy that come with, like, big giant cannons and different guns, or not, but not the chainsaw sword.
Chainsword?
So I'm thinking maybe that's why I chose this one out of the 3. I still don't know. Don't get old. Don't get old, you lose your mind.
And money. And money.
And money.
And money. God, that thing kicks the shit out of Hiya toys. Anything.
Yeah.
So he is on the bigger 3 3/4 inch scale, but I would argue, or not even argue, I would discuss that Warhammer guys in general are just giant, bulky space marines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they aren't supposed to be skinny little guys. They're just... And I would love for all the people who make Warhammer minis to, like, oh man, you need to army build 400 of this guy, and the reason you bought him is blah 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 blah, because I'm fascinated by Warhammer gamer guys. Like, how you paint 100 little mini guys just slightly different, and yeah, it's super cool. So, light years better than Hiya toys.
For double the cost?
Yes. A single Hiya toy is 20, and he's 40.
Okay.
And these guys, because they're all different sizes, shapes, and stuff, run from 40 up to 110, 150.
Oh, I've seen, like, you said 40, and I'm like, oh, that seems cheap, because I've looked in previews, and JoyToy Warhammer can be far more expensive.
Yes.
I'll go 5 hammers on this. It's super impressive.
I'm very impressed. I'm going to go
4.
It's fine. 4.5. It loses a half a point because you don't know why you bought it.
Fair.
I guess.
But that's his reasoning, not yours.
I know. I don't know why it's 4.5. It's almost maybe fine. I don't know that it's a 5 though, man.
Because he can't sit down.
Yeah, it's crotch problems.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 4.5 because he can't kick his leg forward enough. So he can't get into like a crouching on one knee stormtrooper shooting gun pose. Which, for the amount of range and articulation he has everywhere. Teach these guys. I mean, he is just phenomenal. I just feel dumb sometimes nowadays, all the time. He's great. He's super awesome. He's going to make all my other little guys that he's going to be around look dumb. Like, he looks better than boss fight guys. He looks better than high toys guys. He blows any Hasbro 3 3/4 inch guy out of the water. He's better than the cowboy guys. It's just a phenomenal looking toy. I'll give him a 5 now. I talked myself into it. He's got more paint apps
on his backpack than
on his gun. Just he's super cool. I'm now super tempted to buy other ones. I bought an apple to see if I wanted a barbecue.
Hey man, it makes sense to me. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you boys once again for joining me.